Alright, I want to talk about replacing your Vanagon antenna. And the first thing we want to talk about is removing the old one. So this is your old antenna. What you want to do is remove your headlight. Then you will see this long piece down here. You want to secure that with a pair of vice grips to keep it from turning, because the whole antenna is going to try to turn when you go to break this nut loose here. Okay, so that nut is a 17 millimeter. I got one right here. This is a cool one with a ratcheting deal on it, and it works great. You just loosen it up like that, okay, until it comes off. So we'll go ahead and do that here. We got it broke loose. She will come out. Okay. Once you get that out, you need to also come inside the car, and you will see that I have already removed the instrument cluster on this beast. This is your antenna wire. Usually it's going across here to the back side of the radio. This one's actually goofed up on the back end. That's why I'm replacing it. Actually, the end was broken before I even got a hold of it, and then when I tried to take it apart, it just crumbled apart. So this is your old wire. So what you want to do is you want to leave this in here, draped like this, okay? Once you get the old antenna out, you can pull it down into the car body, and you'll see that same gray wire that's attached to it. You can access it from underneath, from down here where the pliers are. You can pull it down through that hole right there. And then when we get ready to put the new one in, I'll show you how to do that. So we got the antenna loose. Now you want to pull this nut off of here, pull this bottom thing off. Oh, look, there's the hole that it goes in. Okay, it's just sticking out. So then you go down underneath here. There's a rubber grommet that actually seals it. On the bottom side, you just pull the whole thing down. You'll see here's your gray wire. You want to cut that with a pair of pliers or something. That's actually what you're going to use to thread the new wire to where it goes. So you don't want to pull it totally out. You want to leave it like this point, cut this, and then we're going to thread the new one in. So that's going to be our next little video. Alright, so now we're ready to do our new antenna. What I do is cut the old wire, like I said, take the old antenna out, then you just take the new end and you tape it to the old end. You kind of keep them close together so they make, you know, as small of a profile as possible. Then you start shoving it up in the hole here. Okay, you see that? There's the hole. See where my finger goes? Alright, push it up in there. Of course, I got the new antenna sitting here, which is fully retractable one. They're kind of the nicest ones, and they have this big piece on the end. And what that does is once you get it up in there where you want it, don't see, it's like simulation. It keeps it from moving around. It keeps from doing this. Okay, because once you pull the antenna to its full height, if you don't have this stem on the bottom, it's going to be going like this. Okay, so you don't want that unless you enjoy it. It's entertaining to you. It's not entertaining to me. Alright, so we got this wire started in the hole. It's going up in there. Okay, then we go inside the car and we just start doing this. Is this hard? It is not. And look, see that? Blam. There is the thing. Now if you didn't, you actually can even do this without pulling this cover off if you want, you know, without pulling this thing off. You can get to the back of the radio through this hole here. This is where your ashtray would normally go. Unplug it, and then you can actually pull the whole thing there. Boom. Pull the wire till you get it over to that hole, and then untape it. Okay, I just had to redo this whole dash. That's why I have it instrument cluster out. But you could actually do it that way, and that's, I mean, you can change this whole antenna out in like 10 minutes. No fuss, no muss. Okay, and I had one fool that read my instructions about this on the internet and then tried it, and apparently he can't tie his shoes in the morning because he couldn't do this. And so that's why I'm doing this video, to show you how easy that it is And if you watch this video and you still can't do it, then you should just give up on life. Alright, so, oh, sorry to be negative. Alright, I'm going to show you about installing the final thing here in just a minute. Alright, so now we're ready for our final stages of putting in our antenna. Okay, what we did, we just pushed the new one up into this hole here. You can see the new black tube sticking down. Not difficult. I mean, this whole thing is way easier than the video I'm doing because it takes more time to do a video. And this is the new piece that's going to go over, seal it to the body. You can see that the old thing is way bigger. I'm probably going to clean that up and try to make that look a little bit better. Okay, but you just slide this over, then you put your nut thingy on the top, screw that down, that fastens it down to the body, pulls it tight. You push up on the bottom while you're doing that to keep it, you know, as tight as you can. And then that's all done. And then all you have to do on the inside is plug your radio into it. Under here where this tube goes, you want to put this rubber grommet that was on the original one to seal that. And that's all it is. Okay, so now you know how to install an antenna in your Vanagon. And like I said, if you have a problem, just watch the video again. But it's not a big deal. Hope you enjoyed that, and if you need any parts, just always consider Vanagon, www.vanagon.com. Thanks a lot, and have a great one.